This is a quote from his book. Let's see, the Plan, Big Ideas for America. This is a book written by Rahm Emanuel. That's that dual citizen, okay? We propose universal civilian service for every young American. Well, you know, it's funny. I happen to be one of those people that reads the Constitution. I recommend you try it. But I would like to read an article to you. It's Article 13 tonight. Yeah, would you like to hear it? This is from a Citizen's Rule Book. So let me read to you. This is Section 1. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as punishment for a crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States. I'll go on, and it says, or any place subject to their jurisdiction. So that's what the Constitution says. What does Rahm Emanuel say? The dual citizen. Do you think he cares about the Constitution? He's not even a citizen. You know, and meanwhile, you're a Homeland Security guy. How come he's not a citizen? Michael Mukasey, isn't he your Attorney General? Is he a dual citizen? Elliot Abrams, could he be? You know, I'm just going over the, you know, think about it, folks. You're starting to see they're building detention facilities. You're seeing this Homeland Security thing grow and grow and grow to this huge, huge complex of security, security, security. And they're making you take your shoes off at the airport. Why are they treating you like Al-Qaeda? Is the next thing they're going to tell us there's white Al-Qaeda? You got to spy on your neighbor? This whole youth brigade thing, isn't that not the first time in history this has happened? Yeah. Yeah, so when they spy on you, I'm sure the info will go in a secret government database. We'll get into that in the future too. But we'll also cover more of this, quote, New World Order stuff. What was Hitler asking and talking about? Biden, you know, David Rockefeller. Yeah, the guy who started the Council on Foreign Relations. You don't just have dual citizens, you know, pulling the levers of power in your government. You've got all these CFR members. Yeah, who are they out for? You think they're out for you? Yeah, they think they're out for the better or best interest of your family? Have they lied to you constantly? Do they own and control your media? Well, now you got Charlie Rangel. You've heard of him. Rangel wants to wrangle up what? He wants to wrangle up a draft, but he's going to work, too, for the Civilian Defense Corps. When I say work to push them upon you. You got Starbucks, you know. See, because we can, when we control corporations, isn't that what Mussolini said? He said fascism is better described as corporatism. Who are they bailing out? Are they bailing out Main Street? Or are they bailing out Wall Street? And when I say bailout, they're not bailing out. They're stealing from Main Street and they're feeding Wall Street. And when you find a crook on Wall Street, is he the only one? I mean, how many years of this? Do you remember the $7 trillion missing in when the NASDAQ popped? NASDAQ. Wasn't that the thing started by that guy Madoff? Yeah, so we find out he's a crook. You think the thing he started was crooked? Maybe they're all crooks up there and they're just trying to steal your money. What else is new? Oh, would you be surprised if the people that stole your money were poisoning you and were soon going to detain you? Especially you who complain when you have no money and you have no food. And what if you can't feed your family? Would that make you upset? People, consider there's a possibility that this is not just your average recession, that this may be, or could it be, the greatest depression coming? When we entered the Depression the first time, we were the world's greatest lender. Now we're the world's greatest borrower. When we entered the Depression in the 30s, you know, in the late 20s and 30s, most people, what? They grew their own food. They were agrarian. Now most people, they don't even know how to make food. And like I say, as a nation, are we a net food importer now? Okay, yeah. Were we productive then? And that's right, having all our, you know, this whole corporatism thing, didn't they move all the corporations offshore so they could get the just about slave labor out of China? Are they setting you and your family up for pain? Have they done this before in the past? How did Hitler come into power? Interesting. So anyway, remember that guy Gates? Because Obama was bringing you change. So you got a defense guy. Look out, I'm defense. You know, they used to call it the Department of War. It's amazing how Orwell lives on. So now they call it the Department of Defense. And we got a guy Gates, 26 years with the CIA. Wasn't Daddy Bush with the CIA? Wasn't, you know, think about it, all these CIA people. Is it just me, or maybe is it you? You know? Am I not able to put the pieces together and say, well, we got a guy 26 years with the CIA, he's now in charge of the Department of Defense, and Obama didn't get rid of him. No, because he wanted change, he kept him. And what's our defense guy saying? He's saying that he announces the final assimilation of the National Guard and the Reserve. Well, remember they used to be under the governors? Any of you old Americans out there? Remember the governors? Remember governors would have a say whether or not you could use the National Guard, you know? You with me? Look at what's changing. Look at how they're building it together. And compare it with things in the past. Have you seen this before? Is it like a recurring thing? So anyway, yeah, this economic collapse thing. Yeah, what are they going to do next? So I told you about the new legislation authorizes FEMA camps in the U.S. They've already built them. They do this a lot. They build it, and they build it quietly, and then they pass a law saying it's legal. It's like the wiretapping. First, they did all the illegal wiretapping. Then they passed a law. Oh, we can do that now without telling anybody. So then they hold people indefinitely. Then they pass a law like the Military Commissions Act, where now we can hold people indefinitely. Oh, and the Patriot Act, too, by the way. You know what I mean? They do the thing first, and then they get us, you know, Dan must be a kook because he told us that they were doing this stuff. And then what happens? Then your representatives pass a law and say, that's legal. Why not? Why not indefinitely hold people? Boy, let me pick the Constitution up. It doesn't deserve to be on the floor. Yeah. Indefinite holding of people. I don't think that's in that. No, don't think that's in there. All right. So anyway, we get the National Emergency Centers Act. And you want to know what number it was? H.R. 645. Please, stop what you're doing. Tell your friends. This is truly important. Things are happening. Please wake up. Understand this is not good. Not good. Okay? Not, no good. Put the referee shirt on me instead of the shirt that I have that says, do something. Put a referee shirt on me. And I'm here going, blowing the whistle. Stop. This is not good. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, rather interesting stuff. You know, ominously, the bill also states that the camps can be used to meet other appropriate needs. Jeepers criminy. Indefinitely holding people in torture is now in vogue in the United States. You may say, oh, they're not doing it to me. I guess they're not doing it to you yet, but they can. And when you give people this kind of power, what happens when you get a criminal? What happens when you get a Hitler, a Mao, an Idi Amin? What happens when you get a Pol Pot and you've given all this liberty up and you have no more liberties and they can tell you, take your family, get them on that truck or that train. By the way, these things are served in by trains, and get those people in there. Yeah, well, that's when you're going to get your rights? Yeah, I can imagine the hearing you're going to get with those 3 military commission people. Yeah. Remember the jury of your peers? Yeah, I kind of remember. It was the Constitution that said I get a jury of my peers. Speedy, you know, speedy trial, you know, like we get to, you know, how about see my accuser? What do you stand for? What exactly do you, men out there, what do you stand for? I have to keep asking you because if you stand for nothing, you're going to fall for anything. And I'm getting so tired of asking you to do this, but please do this tonight. Go out, go to your, I guess you're going to go to the nearest mirror you have and take a good look in that mirror. And decide whether you're going to stand, you know, for what's right or practice your excuses. Because when you're in that camp, you know, the one that you paid for, that they screwed, that they made you pay for, you know, and you're looking out from the chain link, you know, and you look down at your children and your grandchildren. They're the ones that need to hear the excuses. So practice them, okay? It's truly amazing. So anyway, with active duty military personnel already stationed inside the United States under NORTHCOM, did I mention reading the Army Times, September 8th issue of 2008? Would you please? And understand that. Why are they putting military on our streets? Why are they building camps? Why do we have private military like Blackwater deployed in the United States? Why? So, this was my why thing. And what we'll do is we'll follow this up with some, I think we'll do a New World Order show for you. And we'll go through in history what's going on. So remember, you tuned into The Real Story. And at The Real Story, we like the Bill of Rights. We like the Constitution. It's a good thing. Do you stand for it? That's my question to you. What do you stand for? Is it innocent until proven guilty? Or is it incarcerate the people and let them prove their guilt from behind the cage, you know? You got a choice. It's time for you to be an American, not a Republican, not a Democrat, but an American.